When the consultant receives the contract workbook from FPD, the CPID and D1 tabs should already be completed. Certain information such as design professional, RTN number, and CSA number will already be carried over from those worksheets into D2. If any of that information appears wrong or incomplete, reach out to FPD lead for clarification. Complete the required sections on Exhibit D2. Areas highlighted in green are prompts for information required from the consultant. These areas include the date the exhibit is prepared, the consultant's project number, a short project description along with the scopes of services related to this contract. The next section is where the consultant will list the position classifications required to complete the services requested as a part of this contract, along with the classifications billing rate. Typical classifications are available from the drop-down menu. If a position classification required in this selection is not available via the drop-down menu, you can type that classification in the space provided. After filling in the required position classifications, be sure to include the billing rate associated with that position. The billing rate and position classification selected by the consultant must be one of the classifications included in the Exhibit B2 AE rate schedule that was submitted by the consultant. Hours required to complete this contract will be completed on Exhibit D3, which we will cover in more detail in a moment. Upon completion of filling in position classifications and flat billing rates, consultant will continue on Exhibit D2, and if they have subcontracted consultants, they can check the box and then list who those sub-consultants are along with associated project numbers. Now the consultant can continue on to the D3 tab. On the D3 tab, the consultant will see a list of tasks they have been asked to provide as a part of this contract in the first column, and their listed position classifications in row 4. For tasks not associated with their contract, they will see a note, task not required as part of this contract in that row. For a quick reference to task descriptions, the consultant can click on the phase subheader link for a list of descriptions. In cell B4, the user can use the available filter to filter by color and filter by no color. This will allow the user to see just the tasks that are asked for as a part of this contract. To remove the filter, simply click on the filter drop-down menu again and say clear from filter. Using this filter will automatically hide the tasks not required as a part of this contract. Final submission can have the filter on or cleared. Consultants should ensure that they have assigned hours to the tasks requested while ignoring the tasks that were not requested as a part of this contract. Be sure to enter the required hours for each position classification in the appropriate column related to that position classification. If there are subconsultants included under this contract, be sure to check the box on Exhibit D2 related to subconsultants. Once the checkbox is checked and the subconsultants are listed on D2, the appropriate sections of D2 sub and D3 sub will appear for completion. The consultant shall coordinate with their subconsultants to complete the D2 sub and D3 sub tabs. There can be up to 3 subconsultants included on a single contract workbook. Be sure that each subconsultant section are properly filled out along with the hours they need to complete their assigned tasks. Once the appropriate sections on D2, D3, and the sub workbooks are complete, the CSA contract should be ready for printing and signature. For tips on printing the workbook, click on the link at the top of D-CSA.